Welcome to a special holiday issue of Sawdust, where we're going to start at Sweenor Chocolates, which has been in my family for 4 generations, and it's what I was doing through my whole life up until the point I discovered construction. So we're going to give you a special treat and show you how we make candy canes, which is something that I've kept involved in since I started the construction business. Come on, let's go inside. So back here is the kitchen where everything is made.
I'm Bill Sweenor from Sweenor Chocolate. I'm a 3rd generation candy maker. My dad was a school teacher. He set up a little candy kitchen in the basement of the house, 1946, 47. And then we opened up the Garden City store in 1955, and we've been going ever since.
In 1987, we decided to open it up to the public and create an actual event. So we created open house, and we had Santa Claus, and everyone wore elf hats, and it just took off. I mean, the kitchen was filled with people.
We started coming when our older kids were very small. It was just a nice way for us to start the holiday season. Come in here, get some candy canes after we've watched them make them. And it just kind of became a family tradition for us to show up each year, starting the holiday season that way.
The process for making candy canes is to start the cook. We have a copper kettle that is older than I am. And I take 15 pounds of sugar, 2 quarts of water, put it on a stove. It gets cooked up to 312 degrees. At that point, it's poured out onto a steel table. And that table can be heated or cooled. I let it cool a little bit, I kind of fold it over. And I cut away about 15% on each end, and that gets colored, one red, one green. And it's a 3-person job. So one person is the red person. And one person is the green person. I'm still working on the center batch, and I will flavor it with a tablespoon of peppermint oil. And I keep folding it over to cool it at a kind of at a uniform rate. Otherwise, it would just be crusty on one side and molten on the other. And so the red guy is still working the portion, and the green guy is doing the green portion. And eventually, it comes to a point where it's malleable and you can handle it, but you still want to keep it soft and you want to keep it warm. So that the 2 stripes, the red and the green, go over to the batch roller, which keeps it warm and keeps it in a round shape. And then I take the center, which is kind of like an amber color, and I pull it on the hook. It adds oxygen to it, and it turns white, and it's kind of like the cool part. It's like a little magic going on. And then I hand it over to Jeff, and he physically adds the 2 colors. So you have a big white blob and you add a red stripe, a green stripe, a red stripe, and a green stripe. And you twist it by hand so it's a stick, and then he cuts it, and then it gets passed off to the next person, and that person crooks it, and it's now a candy cane. The process takes about an hour between the cooking and then putting them into candy cane tubes. Each batch is about 150 canes, and we'll try to do about 16 batches.
Christmas is a big season in the candy business, so it was always a hands-on, roll up your sleeves, get to work kind of mentality. Not unlike building a house, you know. Yeah, definitely learned the work ethic here, for sure.
Do you have a favorite part?
It smells good.
It smells good? I like when the oil first gets poured in. Clears everything right out.
I like watching when the candy cane loaf gets tossed from Brian to Jeff.
There's almost a magic component to it, how everything kind of comes together from a pile of sugar. Every cane is different.
You're creating something.
It's fascinating to watch every year, not just like the first time, it's like every year you're fascinated.
People used to take that day, come watch candy canes and go cut their tree down. The same people come back every year.
Yeah, the same people come back every year, and it is a way to give back to the community that's been very good to us.